Welcome to the first Corban Sports Report of the 2015-16 campaign. I'm Danny Day, joined here today by Peter Martin. And boy, what an exciting year we've had thus far in the fall. All of our fall sport teams are now competing, and we'll get right into it, Peter, because we've got a lot to talk about. So this past weekend, the Corban cross country teams hosted the Cascade Collegiate Conference preview meet, and it went off fantastic. The Warriors finished in both third place in both the men's and women's races. In the women's race, it was Lexi Mitzel leading the way for the Warriors with a time of 19:06.4, 7th place overall. And then right behind her, Elizabeth Weber and Kristen LaChapelle in 14th and 17th place for the Warriors. Solid race, first races of the year. Just a great course on campus here, on the campus of Corban University. And then for the men, it was Craig Bokenugan leading the way with an 11th place finish, 27:17 overall for the 8K course, longer than the women's course, of course, which is 5K. And then Zane West just edged out Zach Steele right at the finish line to take 13th, and then it was Steele taking 14th, both with times of 27:22 for the race. And then, again, third place finish for both the men and the women. So a great start to the year. Looking forward to the Willamette Invite here in Salem at Busch Park in just a couple of weeks. So from the cross country course, we'll shift over to the golf course. Peter, how are our men's and women's golf teams doing?
With only one returning male and 2 returning women on this year's golf teams, there is an entirely new look to the teams this year. The men and women's golf seasons are in full swing, competing in their first ever CCC conference event under head coach Tom Graves, the Oregon Tech Invite. The women's team finished second in the Invite with a total tournament score of 653. The freshman golfers really paced Corban, Danny, with freshman Han Clarizio scoring a 160 in a 2-round score, and other fellow freshman Casey Jansen also scoring a 161 to finish third overall in the tournament.
Both impressive performances.
Both very impressive performances. In the same tournament, the men's team finished 6th with a 3-round total of 944. Freshman Aaron Seabrook was the primary performer for the Warriors this week with a 3-round score of 221, which was a 7th overall finish. The Corban golf teams will play again in 2 weeks when they return to action in Portland for the Warner Pack Invite, slated for the 5th and 6th of October.
So shifting now to the pitch, where the Warrior women's soccer team has been competing thus far since mid-August. Overall in the year 3-5, and then 1-1 in CCC play. The Warriors just traveled to Montana this past weekend, a big road trip. The CCC looks very different this year for men's and women's soccer with 3 new teams from Montana. You got Rocky Mountain College, the University of Great Falls, and Carroll College all in the conference now. So the Warriors went and took on Great Falls this past Friday, defeated them 3-2. 2 goals from Ashley Bukowski, a nice performance there from her. So a good start to the campaign. Fortunately, a 2-0 loss on Sunday against Carroll left them with a 1-1 mark, but not a bad road trip at all. Returning home this week to take on Southern Oregon University on Friday. It's a 2 p.m. start, and then Oregon Tech on Saturday. That's a 1 p.m. start. So exciting things ahead for the Warriors. And on the year, Sadie Cullis and Ashley Bukowski, both with 3 goals. Another highlight from the year earlier in the season came when Sadie Cullis scored the game winner 90th minute at crosstown rival Willamette. So that was a big result for the Warriors, looking to get right back on track this week with a couple of wins here at Warrior Field.
Let's transition from the soccer field, Danny, back to the volleyball court. After a slow start, the Corban volleyball team, under new head coach Kim McLean, has won 3 straight Cascade Collegiate Conference matches, notching them to a 3-3 Cascade Collegiate record and an overall record of 5-7. The Warriors are coming off back-to-back straight set victories over Northwest Christian University and Walla Walla University. By far the best matches we've seen them play all year. They're getting hot at the right time, as you would say. They also defeated CCC rival the College of Idaho last weekend in 4 sets, marking the first time Corban bested the Yotes in over 11 years. The Warriors have been led offensively this year by sophomore outside hitter Amber Parker, with 209 kills on the season, notching an average 4.98 kills per set, which is very impressive. Other offensive leaders include Victoria Schroeder with 121 kills and junior Hannah Olson with 60 kills. Freshman Madison McLean also has been pacing the Warriors with 420 assists, while Haley Wells has 255 digs, which is a team lead. The Warriors will take the road this weekend for a pair of CCC matchups against the Evergreen State College and Northwest University. And with that, we'll transition from volleyball back to the pitch. Danny?
Yep, so the men's soccer team, following a highly successful 2014 campaign in which they won the CCC tournament and advanced to the NAI National Tournament for the second consecutive year. Well, the Warriors haven't stopped there. They picked right back up where they left off. 7 straight wins to start the 2015 campaign for the Warriors, including 2 big ones this past weekend over in Montana. The Warriors took down Great Falls 2-0 on Friday, and then Carroll College 2-0 again on Sunday. So with that record overall, Warriors now find themselves ranked number 14 overall in the NAI. That's the highest ranking that Corban has ever received in a men's soccer NAI national poll. So props to them there. In the back, it's Jordan Farr leading the way in the goalkeeper position. The Warriors have yet to allow a goal this year. A lot of that's due to him, but also the whole entire team playing great team defense, as well as the back line really standing tall in front of those opposing teams' forwards. And then with all those defensive efforts, a 0.00 goals against average, well, you figure that's going to be number 1 in the nation. It is. Warriors ranked number 1 defensively in the country right now. So the Warriors will look to continue to keep the shutout streak alive as they host Southern Oregon University on Friday at 4:30, and then Oregon Tech on Saturday at 4. Friday's game against Southern Oregon has been named the NEI Network's Game of the Week, so provided by Stretch Internet. So be sure to tune in live if you can't make it here to Warrior Field. But we hope to see a big crowd out there at Warrior Field. It's been great crowds thus far. Best attendance in school history for men's and women's soccer games. So please come out again this Friday, 4:30 p.m. Be there and cheer on the Warriors. So what a great fall it's been. A great start to the year. Definitely year of the Warrior here on campus at Corban. So for Peter Martin, I'm Danny Day. This has been the Corban Sports Report. Go Warriors.